Christian baker Jack Phillips is once again facing judgment from the Colorado Supreme Court. The case is over his refusal to make a gender transition cake, which his attorney argues is protected by freedom of speech and religion.
Phillips serves all people. He just can't express every message.
Plaintiff Autumn Scardina's attorney John McHugh argues there was no message. Scardina requested a pink cake with blue icing, but no writing or image to celebrate a transition from male to female. Lower courts ruled Phillips refused to serve Scardina based on his customer's identity, constituting discrimination.
Mr. Phillips is being asked nothing more than to do what he has repeatedly said he will do for other customers, which is specifically make a pink cake with blue icing. The testimony and the finding was he would gladly make that cake for other customers.
Outside the courthouse, Phillips said even without writing or a design, a gender transition cake sends a message.
Whether we create a custom cake always depends on what the message the cake will express is, never on who requests it. This means that I will not create a custom cake expressing any message that violates my religious beliefs, regardless of who asked for it.
It may be months before the Colorado Supreme Court issues its opinion. If it's in Phillips' favor, the case will be over. If it's against him, Phillips and his Alliance Defending Freedom attorney intend to take the case to the U.S. Supreme Court, where they've been before arguing a similar case. In 2019, the High Court ruled in Phillips' favor by saying the state of Colorado acted with clear and impermissible hostility toward his religious beliefs when he refused to create a custom cake for a same-sex wedding.
Over the last 10 years, Colorado officials and activists have tried to punish me for my religious beliefs. They have even tried to change my beliefs.
In 2023, the Supreme Court also ruled in favor of another Colorado Christian artist charged by the state. Lori Smith, a graphic designer who refused to create wedding websites for same-sex couples, was on hand Tuesday offering support.
Like Jack, I have received several death threats, continued harassment. The cost has been both professional and personal.
Both Smith and Phillips say they routinely serve people who identify as LGBT, but draw the line when asked to create something that violates their conscience. Lori Johnson, CBN News.
Thank you, Lori. Gordon, back over to you.
Well, it looks like Jack Phillips has some kind of target placed on him. And here, underlying the facts, the one asking for the cake is a lawyer. And so it's a setup, trying to say, okay, where does this limit happen? You could take a case all the way to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court can rule that, no, there's freedom of expression. You can't require someone to do something against their fundamental beliefs. You just can't do that. That's not part of freedom of conscience and religion in America. But they keep coming back. And it's just absolutely amazing to me that the court system seems to tolerate it. It just seems to be bullying to me. And I just wish it would finally end. But again, it's probably going to take the Supreme Court ruling yet again. And it's always on a case-by-case basis. The left always takes advantage of it. And there's a new phrase in our culture today. It's called lawfare, where instead of warfare, we're going to take you to court again and again and again and again and try to beat